Let me also tell you, I think one of the speakers alluded to it, Anil Agarwalji, I think it was. The GSDP, the gross state domestic product of the state of Telangana when it was formed, was 5,05,000 crores. As of March 31st, 2023, the gross state domestic product of Telangana is 13.27 lakh crore. Again, the fastest growing state in terms of GSDP size, in terms of GSDP growth rates. The third and most important thing from our perspective, yesterday we released the IT exports and IT employment numbers. What was a pleasant surprise for me, my entire team also, was the kind of growth we've experienced over the last 2 years. You know, in Hyderabad, the first IT company, the first IT building came up in 1987. It was a building, I don't know, for those of you Hyderabadis who grew up here, you would recollect a building called Intergraph in Begumpet. You know, when you come from Patni towards Somajiguda, you would see it on the left. It was a very distinct building. I was in school at that point in time. Actually, I was in my 7th or 8th grade, so I also remember it. That was the first IT company that came in. So in 1987, when the story of Hyderabad and IT companies in Hyderabad started from zero. Then we came to 2014, when the new state of Telangana came into being. The total IT exports from Telangana in 2013-14 were 56,000 crores. And now, as of yesterday, the total IT exports in 2023 is at 241,000 crores, which is 2.41 lakh crores. The kind of growth we've had, a 4x growth, you know, in technology, in startup, world, people talk in multiples. They talk about valuations in 4x, 10x, 12x. But in Telangana today, we can talk about our exports in multiples. We have grown from 56,000 crore to 2,40,000 crore. Not these numbers, it's just not these numbers that make it special. In Telugu, if I have to say it in one line, what is Telangana model? I'd say this. Telangana Abhiruddhi Namuna enti ante Samagra, Samikruta, Sammilita, Samatulya model, Telangana model. Ante enti English lo enti? Samagra, Samikruta, Sammilita, Samatulya model ante enti? Samagra ante holistic. Samikruta ante integrated. Sammilita ante inclusive. Samatulya ante balanced. Now that is the model of Telangana. Why do I say that? What makes me say that with such confidence? What makes me say that? What gives me that bragging right? Because we are a unique state. On the one hand, we have IT exports going through the roof, explosive IT growth. In fact, yesterday evening, I received a message from a press reporter saying, sir, these numbers sound too unbelievable. Have you validated them? I said, yes. STPI, NASSCOM, SEZ, these are all Government of India bodies. And you all know that Modi is not my best friend. And if I was lying, he would certainly have BJP fellows, shooting through the roof, shouting from the rooftop saying, these are all lies, right? So I said, yes, they've been vetted, they've been validated, and they have been completely scrutinized by the people who actually announce them every year. So as incredulous as it might sound, let me tell you, Telangana is less than 3% of India in terms of population. Telangana is less than 3% in terms of India's population. But when the National Panchayat Awards are announced, we receive 30% of the National Panchayat Awards. That's what makes Telangana special. When I say Samatulya, balanced model, this is a unique state where you have agri exports growing and IT exports also growing. Where you have rural development happening, winning 30% of the awards, and you also have urban development happening in the form of Patan Pragati, and we win the largest number of awards for a state in India. 26 awards in Swachh Sarvekshan for our municipalities, highest in terms of pro rata, in terms of population for any state in the country. That's what makes Telangana unique. We also have some very, very unique distinctions. The place where you are seated today, on 28th of June 2014, some of you might remember, some of you who may have attended that event may remember. In Taj Krishna, we had an event. Any of you who were there on that day, 2014? So all of you moved to Hyderabad recently, what's happening? So 2014, on the 28th of June, there was an event in Taj Krishna where I had said that we'll do everything and anything in our capacity to make sure that Hyderabad becomes the numero uno in terms of IT expansion, IT-enabled services, and IT growth in India. It took a lot of commitment, it took a lot of effort, it took a lot of support from my team and all of us. It took a lot of effort from all of us to make that happen. Today I stand here proudly. We had committed that day on 28th of June 2014, stating that we'll build India's largest technology incubator. I stand here proudly today. This is not just India's largest technology incubator, this is the world's largest technology incubator, the T-Hub. On to the left there, you would see India's largest prototyping facility called as the T-Works. Right behind you, you see Image, an innovation center in multimedia, animation, gaming and entertainment. What you see there is only 5 stories. You'll actually see 29 such structures come up. It will be one of a unique kind of building that will be here. And between all these three buildings, T-Works, T-Hub and Image, this will be the world's largest innovation campus. In about 18 acres, T-Hub itself is about 570,000 square foot of built-up space. T-Works is about 78,000 square foot of built-up space. Again, has the provision to add another 150,000 plus. And out here, what you see there is 1.6 million SFT. So between the three of them, you'd have about 2.3 million square foot of campus, which is 23 lakh square foot of campus, all focused on innovation. Now that is the kind of vision Telangana and our Honorable Chief Minister has. We do not merely benchmark. We do not merely compare ourselves to our colleagues in other states. We are benchmarking ourselves against the best in the business, best in the world. Therefore, what you see here is the world's largest incubator. Not only this, we just released a report of our textile department. Government of India woke up in 2020, or in fact 2023 I think, and they announced a new scheme called as Mitra. If I remember correctly, Mihir has to correct me. Mitra I think it's called, a textile park scheme. We launched India's largest textile park in 2017 and today it's up and running. We already have 1 unit which is functional. We have 8 factories to be inaugurated I think in August to September, and we are breaking ground for another one, a Korean company called Youngwon on the 17th of this month, which would again make it a very, very large park and by far the largest in India. Our goal even there in Kakatiya Mega Textile Park, which is India's largest textile park, has been to ensure an integrated approach, farm all the way to fashion, everything else in between, fabric and everything else in between. We are also home to the world's largest pharma city, pharma cluster, which is under construction. Lot of works are happening already, lot of common infrastructure is getting built up in more than 14,000 acres. When unleashed, when completed, it would be the world's largest pharma cluster, 28 kilometers south of Hyderabad Airport, Hyderabad International Airport. Also, let me add and let me tell you, I'll narrate a very interesting story to you. So as you all know, because we just came out of COVID. During COVID, everybody became a doctor. I'm sure Anil Agarwal ji will agree with me. घर पे सभी लोग एडवाइस दे रहे थे, हर कोई डॉक्टर बन गया, हर कोई व्हाट्सएप पढ़ रहा था, हर कोई अपना अपना मन बता रहा था कि ये करो, ये खाओ, वो खाओ, ये पियो, कोविड नहीं आएगा, हर कोई डॉक्टर. तो हेल्थ केयर पे इतना ज़्यादा आज फोकस है. What we realized is how Hyderabad's pharma industry and Hyderabad's vaccine industry has become a force to